in your position right now, as a skinny young man, as you are starting your gym journey, and as you are embarking on the starting and beginning phase of your gym journey, you're bound to feel excited, you're bound to feel motivated, you're bound to feel completely hyped in order to change your life. And I guarantee that because, when you start anything new, you're usually, you've got that new buzz about it. When a new iPhone comes out, or whenever you get your hands on something new, you feel that initial buzz about it, right? And I guarantee you that is what you have with the gym. But what you need to realize is that you won't have every single day won't be like that. Every single day you won't feel motivated. Every single day you're not going to feel hyped up, and every single day you're not actually going to feel like it when you go to the gym. Um, when you do have them days, what is going to separate you from actually achieving success in the gym, and what is going to separate you from not achieving success in the gym, is showing up on the days that don't matter. And a lot of people fail because they don't show up on those days that actually matter. And the days that genuinely matter are the days where you don't feel like it. And I'm going to get into that in this video. I'm going to try and keep it as brief as possible. But before I get into it a little bit more, I just want to briefly introduce myself to you guys so you actually know who I am. So my name is Ryan, and I have transformed myself physically and mentally over the past 3.5 years, transforming myself from this in 2021 to now looking like this at 19 years old in 2024. And I'm on a hellbound mission to inspire and help skinny young men who struggle with weight gain, struggle to gain muscle, and struggle to find success in the gym, to help them find those things. Because as you guys have just seen, I was in your footsteps. I was in your shoes 3.5 years ago, and it would genuinely mean the world to me if I can help you guys through these videos. So now, onto what this video is actually about. As I was saying earlier, the people who show up on the days where the motivation isn't necessarily there. And what you need to realize, you need to actually be aware of how your motivation, how you're feeling now. You may feel excited, motivated, hyped. You need to realize that that's not going to be there all the time. But you need to realize that you need to keep going. And this is where discipline comes in. Discipline builds consistency. However, if you rely on motivation, motivation is only temporary. And if you only go to the gym when motivation appears, then you're literally going to be restricting yourself from making progression. Because, as I said, motivation, it literally it physically can't stay with you all the time. Your motivation is going to go up and down, up and down. Motivation is unpredictable, so you can't be relying on motivation in order to find success in your gym journey. You've got to rely on your discipline, and you've got to build up your discipline over time, and you've got to get into consistent good habits over time. Because, as I said, there are going to be days where you're not going to feel like going to the gym, and there are going to be days where you really, really don't want to, and you couldn't think of anything worse. But that is just a universe testing you to see whether you're worthy of actually achieving your dream physique and actually sculpting your physique or not. And if you pass those tests, and if you keep showing up when you don't necessarily feel like it, and if you keep showing up whether you feel like it or you don't, and you don't give a fuck and you just do it, then you're going to achieve your dream physique. And that is what's going to separate you from actually achieving what you want and failing and living with regret, right? There was a quote that I watched the video, and I found this quote. I just want to briefly pull it up with you guys. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, where is it? Where is this quote? Yeah, so this quote is by a man called Jim Rohn, and you've probably heard it before. And it basically says, "We must all suffer from one or two pains: the pain of regret or the..." And this quote basically says, we must all suffer from one or two pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And it's completely your choice. And this is so powerful, because if you, for example, on the days where you don't feel like it, you're guaranteed to wake up and you're meant to go to the gym and you're meant to hit legs, and you really couldn't think of anything worse. But if you do it, you're going to suffer from the pain of discipline. And the pain of discipline, and discipline in general, provides consistency. And consistency is what you get rewarded for. Therefore, you're going to achieve your dream physique. And inconsistency, therefore not showing up and actually, not showing up because you don't feel like it, that is when you get punished, and that is when that is why you are not going to achieve your dream physique. So you've either got to choose the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And you've also got to think about, I always think about this on my days where I don't feel like it. I always think about this, right? So I go to the gym really early in the morning. I go to the gym at 7:30 in the morning, so I can get it done. I start my day in a high vibrational state. and I can get my work done throughout the day. And the gym is just out the way by 9 p.m. 9 p.m. 9 a.m. The gym's completely done, and I have the whole day to work. And obviously, when I wake up, I go to the gym very quickly after I wake up. So I'd wake up around 6:45, and then I go to the gym at 7:30, right? And there's gonna be that basically, I mean, a lot of the days, right? When I'm in bed and when I just wake up, I want to sleep for 1 more hour, and I don't really feel like I could put the gym off for a little bit. And a lot of the time is what I'm trying to say is I don't feel like it. There's times where I wake up and I'm buzzing to go to the gym. I'm absolutely ready to go to the gym. But there's other times where I wake up and I get myself awake and up where I don't necessarily feel like going to the gym, and I couldn't think of anything worse. But it's those times where you couldn't think of anything worse, and it's those times where you you'd rather do other stuff and you really don't want to go to the gym. They're the times that matter. They're the most important times. They're going to separate you from becoming successful and not becoming successful. So what I like to think about in my head is, how would I feel at the end of the day if I didn't go to the gym because I don't feel like it? Even though I'm meant to even though I'm programmed to go to the gym, even though it's in my work day and in my schedule, even if I may not feel like it, but if I don't show up, how on earth am I going to feel at the end of the day? It's up to you whether you want to suffer from the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And I guarantee you, your mood will be lifted when you go to the gym, because when you go to the gym, a hormone that is released is called your endorphin hormones. And so basically, put in simple terms, endorphins are your happy hormones, and they naturally lift your mood. So if you're feeling down on a day and you really don't feel like going to the gym is genuinely the best thing genuinely the best thing you can do for yourself in order to lift your mood. You'll feel great after. And I had this. To be honest with you, I had this very morning. I woke up at 6:45, and I genuinely thought, for fuck's sake, I genuinely could not be bothered, right? And I sort of thought to myself, right, if I don't go to the gym and if I skip the gym because I don't feel like it, how on earth am I going to feel at the end of the day? And I ended up going to the gym. I had an absolutely fantastic session, smashed a chest session within an hour, 6 exercises within an hour, high intensity, showed up when I didn't necessarily feel like it. And then when I got going, when I got on that pec deck, when I got warming up and stuff, that's when it started to come. So it's so important that you show up when you don't feel like it, and you honestly realize and you realize that motivation isn't here all the time, and you can't be relying on motivation in order to show up to the gym and be successful. You've got to build discipline slowly over time, slowly build it up. That is your key to success. And another thing as well, I'll be brutally honest with you. I really didn't want to be sitting down filming these YouTube videos. I've already filmed 2 YouTube videos prior to this, which you're going to see before this one. But I've been filming them, and I'll be honest with you, I really don't want to film them. But here I am, because I'm disciplined, and I know that, I don't rely on motivation, and I know that motivation is temporary, and I know that discipline provides consistency, and consistency is what basically builds the bridge between connecting you now and me now, and me being successful, and me being the person I want to become. So even on the days where you don't feel like it, and the days where your discipline needs to kick in, are the days that matter the most, and they're the days that are going to separate you from who you are now in order to sculpt in your physique later down the line. So that is the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed. I've tried to keep it short as possible, and basically the overall message for this video is just don't like basically the overall message for this video is obviously discipline over motivation, and you shouldn't rely on motivation. But when you need to be able to realize when you don't feel like it, because you can actually counteract that, and you can just say to yourself, fuck you, I'm going to the gym. I don't give a shit about what you think in here. I'm controlling myself. And that is the end of this video. So basically the overall message for this video, I've tried to keep it brief, is obviously discipline over motivation. You can't be relying on motivation. And whenever you feel these thoughts and these feelings of, you don't feel like it, you've literally got to say, I want you to say this every time you don't feel like it. I want you to say, fuck you, I'm going to the gym and I don't give a shit. I actually want you to say that. And genuinely, those words can be so powerful, and those words can get you to the gym and get you to, finish those sessions and train hard, especially when you don't feel like it. And that is what is going to propel you to success. And you've got to embrace this delayed gratification of you know, you show up when you don't feel like it, and then after the session and 6 months down the line, you're going to look back at yourself and you're going to be extremely grateful for yourself because you've put on some muscle, because you shown up, whether, you know, regardless of whether you felt like it or not. And that's another thing I want you guys to think about. I want you guys to think about, in a year's time, do you want to be looking down at your physique, seeing some solid progress because you know, you went to the gym whenever you felt like it, and even whenever you didn't feel like it, and you told yourself, fuck you, I'm going to the gym even though I don't feel like it? Or do you want to look down at your physique in a year's time and just think, oh, I really should have shown up on those sessions where I didn't feel like it. That one leg session where I really wasn't feeling it, I should have shown up, because it honestly would have made such a difference. And you may be thinking I'm chatting shit about how that one leg session can make a difference. It can make a huge difference, right? So it's all about them sessions where you don't feel like it. They're these sessions that matter. So if you have enjoyed this video, so it's up to you. It's your responsibility, and you know, it's up to you whether you want to live with the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. So remember those things, and that is now the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you have, and if you truly learned something, and if this video has fueled you, then I really appreciate it if you drop a like, a comment, and a subscription down below, because it helps me. And you know, I mean, the algorithm can recommend me to you more, so you can learn more from me. And if you want to join my free school community, where I basically, you know, the YouTube is the tip of the iceberg, but in my school community there is everything else that you need to know, then it's completely free. I'm so excited to be able to bring together skinny young men who are embarking on the same journey, because as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm so passionate about changing as many skinny young men's lives as possible. So if you're a skinny young man who struggles to find success in the gym, then this school community is completely free and it's for you. Join the brotherhood, let's expand the brotherhood, and I want to change as many lives as possible, and I can't wait to change yours. So I will see you inside, and I will see you in the next video.